All right, good morning, traders. Today is February 28th, 2024. Today is the last day of my open house. So thank you all for being here, visitors. All right, you can get a trial. They're only $24.50. If you need the link to get a trial, it's a 30-day trial. Okay, and if you need a link to get the trial, I will drop that in later. All right, so I got a busy week this week. Yesterday, we had a webinar. It's on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see the webinar, it's free. And all you got to do is I'll drop my YouTube channel in there later too. Just go by and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would, please, and hit the bell icon. If you would also leave a nice comment. That helps as well. But did a webinar last night, free one in the free room. We have free webinars every Tuesday night, if you didn't know that, in the free room. So a lot of learning going on. Rick provides a webinar at 11 o'clock every Monday. Ed provides a little webinar every Wednesday at 2 or 1 p.m. And then we have members webinars at Thursday, starting at noon, and I think they run till about 3 o'clock. All right, so good morning, traders. Thank you all for being here. My SPY pivot this morning, 505.70. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 are still in wonderful uptrends. SPY, QQQ, and Diamond Dow yesterday. Okay, they all made lower highs and lower lows, but they all closed above the bullish trap and above a rising 17 EMA. FNGU had kind of an inside day with lower highs and higher lows, and closing the day above the trap, the bullish trap, and the rising 17 EMA. IWM made a higher high and a higher low, closing for the fourth day in a row over the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. Silver, in an uptrend, made a higher high and a lower low while closing the second day in a row under the bearish trap and under the flat 17 EMA. Gold, in a downtrend, but really in a big bull flag, closed the sixth day in a row over the bullish trap, over the rising or the flat 17 EMA. USO remains in an uptrend. That's nice to see finally. Energy turning around. All right, so USO remains in an uptrend, closed the day above the bullish trap and above a rising 17 EMA. UNG continues to disappoint. Still in a downtrend, closed between the trap and the falling 17 EMA. US dollar still in an uptrend, retraced down to the 103.80 level near the daily chart flat 200 SMA, and we now have the 100 SMA converging in with the 200 SMA, and we have a rising 50 also converging in the same area after challenging the minor support made by the last bull flag. All right, so let's go take a look at some charts. All right, so here we have yesterday's price action. You can see we got a bottom tail. We have a lower high and a lower low, but we closed over the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. Here's the price action for SPY. You can see from about the beginning of November. All right, we had a rocket ship ride up here. Took out the all-time highs over here, and we've made new all-time highs. We're just having a little pullback right now. Still looking for the MMRP pattern. I'm not sure if it's going to show up on either the 2-day, the 1-day, or the 4-hour. All right, but we got an igniting move up. Now we're looking at the pause, pullback to support. Now I don't know if I don't think they hit support yesterday, but it's entirely possible that they did. That 1 hour candle, I kind of figured they'd come back to 503. 50 or 60 and test that area at least first, and then move up from there. So we'll see what happens. We got GDP today. That's the main event. That starts at 8:30. So we'll see what they want to do. All right. So remember, my SPY pivot is 505.70. So above that, I'm going to be a bull, and below that, I'm going to be a bear. So here's the daily chart, still in an uptrend for SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ, bullish trap, bullish 17 EMA. See it rising there. Lower high, lower low, closing over the trap and over the 17. Still bullish there. Also, still in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. All right, Diamond Dow, lower high, lower low, closing inside the trap. I guess it moved yesterday. Diamond Dow closes inside the trap, but over the rising 17 EMA. So there's Diamond Dow. And let's take a look at IWM. So IWM doing really great here. Okay, you can see the fourth day in a row closing over the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. Back up here to challenge these highs. Right up there. Higher low, higher high on IWM. So for the most part, the NYSE looking really good. So there's, or the Russell 2000. Okay, so there's IWM. What did we do? Did we do FNGU yet? No, I don't think so. All right, so here's FNGU. All right, closing over a bullish trap, over a rising 17 EMA. You can see we got a lower high there and a higher low. So FNGU having an inside day. So we got two inside days. Could be a breakout today. We'll see what happens. Two inside days for FNGU, but closing over the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. All right, let's take a look at some energy, and then we'll go look at our technicals, and we'll come back and look at precious metals. All right, so USO. Here's energy. Here's petroleum. Higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, the bullish trap, and over the rising 17 EMA. UNG, okay, closing between the trap and the falling 17 EMA, still in a downtrend right there. Okay, closing between the trap and the trend indicator, but still in a downtrend on the bigger time frame. For our technicals yesterday, all right, so we jumped up, into the buy zone and just made lower highs and meandered our way down into the buyer's chop zone. And at the very end of the day, they staged a little mini rally right back into the buy zone there. There's T21.22. T21.23 kind of shows you that chop. We really didn't move anywhere. We just gapped up and went flat. So there's NYSE stocks right there. All right, so it started out green, a little bit of pullback to VWAP, and then a rally off of VWAP up into the highs, the prior highs made earlier in the day. T21.23 3-bar. Still got some nice space here. Not enough, but nice space between rising 17 EMA and the price action. Notice the price action goes up, consolidates, goes up, kind of consolidates. Like to keep this move going. That's T21.23. That's the 3-bar chart. FNGU indicator. Okay, you can see VWAP here. That's the gold line. And we just wiggle back and forth over the VWAP. You can see we start out over it. We come up under it, over it, under it, over it, under it, over it. You know, you see the pattern there. Red, green, red, green, red, green. Okay, still just consolidating in this bull flag. Notice they have not pulled back. So kind of an indication buyers like this number and they think that there's more upside. So we'll see what happens there. Remember, we got that MMRP pattern identified on the SPY. So we'll see how that plays out. And let's go back and look at, what do we want to look at? Okay, let's take a peek at silver and gold. All right, so here's silver. Okay, silver is in an uptrend because they made a higher high here. Okay, but they're not doing a very good job of holding it. Notice the price action is now underneath a flat 17 and underneath a bearish trap. So silver closes the day, the second day in a row, underneath the bearish trap and underneath the flat 17. So silver makes a lower low and a higher high right there. So just waffling. Gold's in a downtrend because it made lower highs and lower lows. All right, let's try to fight off that downtrend. Yesterday's price action closing inside the bullish trap and over a flat 17 EMA. You can see price action here, higher low and higher high compared to the day before. Let's take a look at IYT. All right, this is our transports. Transports still in a nice uptrend, just kind of consolidating here at the 208 level. As we back way out, we can see transports moving up, consolidating, and then moving up again. So nice move on the transports up here at yearly highs right up there. Let's take a look at XLF, still in an uptrend on the transports. XLF. Well, that's an uptrend. That's a really nice uptrend. XLF, lower high, lower low, closing the day over the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. Let's take a look at XLK. That's our technology. Technology in a nice uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Getting kind of a crown top coming in here. But we have a lower high and a lower low compared to the previous day's candle, but closing over the bullish trap and over rising 17 EMA on XLK. So let's take a look at SMH. SMH, nice uptrend going there. Higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher high. See the trend? Okay. SMH. Getting squeaking out a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap and over rising 17 EMA. All right, let's go take a look at our US dollar. US dollar yesterday, this would be yesterday's candle, came down, spiked the flat 200 SMA on the daily chart. Now we've got a converging 50 and a converging 100, all in the same spot here. Looking for divergence in the near future. This is bullish. We broke the downtrend. Hopefully this is not just a higher low. Excuse me, a lower high. So there we go here with silver, US dollar in an uptrend. And it looks like that flat 200 is going to hold price. So we really don't want a strong dollar because that would be adverse to the markets going higher. A weaker dollar would definitely help the markets go higher because a price of our goods and services would cost lower when foreign countries have to convert their currency to U.S. currency. Now, speaking about converting currencies, let's go talk about GDP, because that is the main event this week. So what do we got today? We got mortgage applications at 7. GDP comes out in 10 minutes. All right, gross domestic product. That's the measurement of all the goods and services we sell to foreign countries. So that comes out at 8:30. So that's the important number to see how we're doing as far as selling to foreign countries, because that's when we take in money when we sell to foreign countries. International trades and goods, 8:30. That's coming out at 8:30. Retail inventories, 8:30. Wholesale inventories, 8:30, and a petroleum report at 10:30. We got a natural gas report at 10:30 tomorrow. A couple of Fed speakers later on today, but none of them are Powell. Let me make sure Powell's not on the schedule this week. All right, for tomorrow, jobless claims, personal income and outlays, Chicago PMI, pending home sales, and the gas report. Friday, PMI manufacturing, ISM manufacturing, construction spending, consumer sentiment, and a couple of Fed speakers. So the main event's today at 8:30. So you got to figure they're probably going to shake them up today. So we'll see what happens. Earnings calendar. All right, we're on Wednesday. Yeah, Salesforce comes out tonight, 290 billion. Royal Bank of Canada comes out this morning, 137 billion. TJX companies, 113 billion. They also come out this morning. Tomorrow, Bud's going to report. Anheuser-Busch, 109 billion. All right, they're going to report tomorrow morning. Toronto Bank, 106 billion. They're going to report tomorrow morning. Friday's got no notables, and that's it for the rest of the week. All right, so you can see Wednesday is the main event. All right, let's refresh this. Max Payne yesterday was 506. We did hit that number. Max Payne today is 505. I think we already hit that in the pre-market, so we'll see what happens, where they want to take it. Now, I see support on the SPY down here at 503.60. It's minor support. It's right down here. Now, we didn't hit it yesterday. We kind of took off without it. We'll see what they want to do with GDP later today. Let me turn on the aftermarket. I think I'm missing some candles here. Anyways, they're going to fill in soon. All right, so I'll take questions in the room. All right. I'll take questions in the room, and if there's no questions, I'm going to render my video. All right, question on your moving averages. Are they set to the high? They are. I think I answered that. Rickster, they're set to the close of the candles. Pretty sure. Let's just look at them to make sure, okay? The last, so that's the close. Yeah, the sound was off. Okay. Oh, you got that answer. All right. No other questions this morning? Okay. Today, the pivot, 505.70. Above it, we're bulls. Below it, we're bears. Question, how do I arrive at the pivot of the SPY? All right. So that's a great question. All right. So if I look at the price action yesterday, this thing won't stop moving around. Let's try a different one. This one's kind of corrupt too. All right, I'll just get to it real quick. All right. If you look at the price action right through here, all right, you can see us. This is the start of yesterday right here. We spent most of our time coming down to this number. See how we came down to this number? And then when we got underneath it, we tested this number right through here. So you can see us coming down, all right, and spiking this number multiple times. Then we come up and we test the bottom of it right here and right here and kind of right here. Then we get on top of it and then we take off. All right, so that's how I get my pivot. That's the market's way of telling us this number is important to them. Okay, so that's how I get my pivot. So above it, I want to be a bull, and below it, I want to be a bear. Okay, does that help you? What's the significance of falling into the trap? Nothing other than the fact that it's just it's a bullish trap, and it's a pullback. It's a pullback. What are my room hours? I am in here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I stay till pretty much 4:15 at night. 8 o'clock in the morning. You can ask questions from 8 in the morning till 4:15 at night. The significance of the trap, Carlos, okay, it's a pullback. It's a buying opportunity. Okay? You heard me, Devin and Carlos? Yeah, okay. You heard me, JA, how I got my pivot? Awesome. Tesla? Yeah, let's go look at it. All right, let's pick up Tesla on the daily chart because we want to see what's going on. All right, so Tesla got like a little downtrend happening right through here. Consolidation. Actually got kind of like a channel going on right here, Bob. And to me, it kind of looks like we hit the bottom of the channel. Try this one up here, see what that looks like. Yeah, that one's the better one. Okay, so you're in a downtrend channel. You just hit the bottom of the downtrend channel. You got 1, 2, 3 right there. So on the daily chart, you're starting a little mini uptrend with higher lows and higher highs. You got a higher low and a higher high. You got a little gap in here. I don't know if you got it filled yesterday. Let's see. We closed on that gap day right up there. So it looks like they're going up there to fill that gap. And we'll see where they go from there. So I would say they're probably going to fill the gap today, sometime today or this week. Anyways. So you got higher lows, higher highs. It's in a downtrend on the bigger time frame. If you notice from July of last year, it's been making lower highs and lower lows. And here you had a pullback in the channel. So I would expect it to probably come back to see this flat 200. And this downtrend line are probably going to meet somewhere in this location in the future. And we'll see how that works out. Now, they got earnings on the 17th. They very well could gap up there since the market's doing well. So, but they're in a small uptrend. They just broke the downtrend. And they're in an uptrend right now on the daily chart. And to me, it looks like they're headed for the other side of the channel. All right. Any other questions? No? All right, I'm going to go